see if we're up and running. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. All right, we're live. And I've got a chat now. All right. Let's see here. Oh, there's Gracie. Hey, Gracie. I totally screwed up the first stream here. And when I set it up, guys, I didn't do a live chat by accident. So that messed everything up. So we'll wait to see who all jumps in before we get started. Gracie, can you hear me okay? Does the sound okay? Check, check. Check, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. Hey, Lucky Turtle. It's kind of hard to hear me. Okay, I'll turn it up. Check, check. Is that a lot better, guys? Can you hear that okay, Gracie? How's the audio now, guys? Can you hear me better? Check, 1, 2. Testing. Is that better? Make sure you guys can hear okay. Test, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me at all right now? Check, check. Sweet. Gracie said it's good now. Awesome. Go ahead and comment, guys, if you, for some reason, can't hear stuff or whatever. William and John, hey, how are you guys doing? Hey, Ella, Peyton. Glad you guys jumped on. We'll let everybody get in here first, and then we'll get rolling with everything. Let's see, anybody losing their minds yet? Having been out of school this long and everything being shut down and everything? Are you guys going nuts at home? Levi, are you going nuts at home? You could say yes.
Yes!
Levi's running lyrics and stuff for me in the back on the screen back here.
What's good?
Hey, Lainey.
I'm not seeing this video.
You got to look up United Student Ministries, Levi.
Oh, I'm on the wrong thing.
And you'll see our logo. It's the black circle. Michaela is Lucky Turtle. Lexi Johnson's in the house. I'm so bored, she says. Yep, this is a wild time. It's going to be nice once the weather, you guys, gets better, and maybe you guys can go out and jump on a bike or something. Just make sure that you're staying 6 feet apart, no touching anybody. So, let's see, we got quite a few guys in here now. Well, you guys ready to get rolling? Yes, sir, she says. All right, let's get rolling. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up with, I'll pray to open this up, and just glad you guys joined us. We're going to be doing this here every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. So just a chance for us to get together. And a couple other things you guys can be looking for as we're moving forward is we're going to be having your guys' small groups reaching out to you guys. Your small group leaders will be reaching out to you and checking in with you guys. And that'll be a chance for you guys maybe even to do small group through, we can set up a video chat through a website called Zoom. You guys can download that to your phones, and you guys could actually do a FaceTime small group time. And so we got to get that figured out here in the coming weeks. But for right now, we're just going to go YouTube Live and get a chance to connect with each other. Hey, Chloe. Still try to stay connected because it really does stink being stuck at home. I know it does. All of us not being able to do regular stuff. It's kind of wild. And so this is a chance for us to still stay connected. So anyways, let me just move my mic here. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to play a game tonight, you guys. And it's called, is it called First to 10? You want to throw that up there, Levi, on the screen? So it's going to be up here on the screen with us. And it's called First to 10. And this is the quarantine style First to 10. So the way the game's going to work is you guys are, we're going to put up some random stuff up here, things you've been doing at home. And what will happen is if that's something that you've done, the random thing that goes up, you put a finger up. And the first person to get 10 fingers up wins. So that's how the game will work. Levi will just put up a randomizer up here. And whatever it says, if you've done it, put up a finger. So, you guys ready to start? We got Delaney in the house. Awesome. I'm glad you guys jumped in. This is going to be fun tonight. All right. I got to send someone a message here quick. Oops. Whoops. I'm getting everybody in. Like I said, I messed up the first link. When I set it up, guys, I accidentally didn't have the chat on. Excuse me. So we're getting a few more people jumping in here. I think we got Mr. Joe Tandy coming in. And I think some Burns are coming in. We'll see here. I think Jackson's jumping in with us. We'll see who else is coming in. Let's go, Gracie says. All right, we'll just get rolling. Here we go. We're not waiting around. All right, Levi, let's throw the randomizer up, and let's see what shows up. You ready? Set, go! All right, if you visited a body or water, what in the world does that mean? Do another one. I don't know what that even means. Visited a body or water. All right. Been to and purchased something at a store. So in this quarantine time, have you guys gone out to a store and bought something? Put up a finger. If you have, why don't you guys go ahead and in the chat put up the number of the amount of fingers you have. So if anybody's on right now, you're gonna just put a number 1 up. Lexi asks, how have you been, Jarrod? I've been doing good. Church has been super, super busy because we are not able to meet with you guys. And so we've had to go crazy on Instagram and Facebook, trying to get videos and things out to stay connected with everybody. And if you guys should go to our Calvary Church Walker YouTube page, and that has a video of us doing worship. And so we're going to be producing a worship video every single week. On Sundays, it airs at 10 o'clock. So you can find it on YouTube. You can also go to our website, calvarychurchwalker.org. And on the very front of the page, you guys will see a banner at the top that says live video, or you can hit the first card on the website, and that will send you to the page that has our YouTube video that's showing our worship service that's happening. It's not a live video, it's one that we actually record, and then we premiere it at 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So we're all watching it for the first time together as if we're doing church, and that has Pastor Mark preaching. It's got our worship team going to be playing. Lexi and I are leading worship. We'll have Carter Holt playing drums this week, and a couple other guys back playing drums or guitar and bass. And so we'll have a full band. We use multiple cameras to record it, so it's pretty cool. And you get to just worship with us at home, which is pretty sweet. So, all right, we got a bunch of numbers here. Sweet. All right, next one. Here we go, Levi. And it says, been accused of having corona. So has anybody been out and you just do a little cough and people look at you and oh, you have corona? Or you say oh, I've got a headache. I'm not feeling so good. And someone's oh, you got corona. Or you go to blow your nose because you have a little bit of sniffles and someone yells, you got corona. Has that happened to anybody? So let's see. We got some laughy faces. We've got a bunch of no's. That's good. Hey, Lily Peterson. Didn't see you jump on. Burns kids, how you doing? Hey, Steph. All right. Lexi said she sneezed in Super 1. Did someone think that you were sick, Lexi? Schmidtke said, yes, bro. Janie said, nope. All right. So we got some people, too. We got to keep going. We got to get to 10. Next one, Levi. Let's keep moving. All right. Run out of something like milk or specifically toilet paper. Has anybody run out of toilet paper?
Yep.
Oh, man. We've been to the store a couple different times, and that aisle is cleared out. But we do still have rolls at the house. We've had to ration it. We've got to tell people 1 square per time. Just kidding. All right, let's see. Ooh, we got some yeses. We got some yeses. People are running out of stuff. Man, it's a little wild getting to the grocery store and you're need to get something because you're out of it, and you just notice people are also it was what was the other stuff? It was tomato soup gone. The soup aisle was almost empty. Next one, Levi. Let's do it. And boom. Purchased a video game online. Do we got any video gamers who finally sat down? You've been wanting to get something for a long time, and you realize I can sit in front of my Xbox for the next 2 months. So I'm getting a brand new I'm getting a brand new game. How many of you guys done that? And we'll see what everybody says. Oh, we got some yeses and some nos here. Let's see, here comes the chat now. All right. We got some yeses. People are buying video games. All right. And I suppose it could be, anything on your cell phone, on your PS4, on your Xbox, on your PC at home, whatever it might be. We got some people. All right. All right, so as you guys are going, just keep posting your most recent, how many fingers you got up. Just give us your totals so we can kind of see when we finally get up to 10. So here we go. All right, Levi, let's do the next one. And go. Had a relative ask, what have you been up to?
Every day of my life.
It's pretty much the question that I asked here on the live chat here on the YouTube, is saying, what have you guys been up to? Because the answer to most of that is probably nothing, right? You're sick of whatever's going on. So, all right. Let's go ahead and roll the next one, Levi. People are commenting in here. And go. Played with an animal, yours or someone else's. We've got 2 dogs at the house that are enjoying the attention of having everybody around all the time. Maybe you've gone out and caught a squirrel and you're like able to spend some time with wild creatures like this. Or maybe some geese have come home and you guys are out feeding them. You know, any of that kind of stuff could count as well. But probably cats and dogs. And you could catch a squirrel if you were feeding for a long time and
I don't think anybody
you had trained them to come in.
that.
Well, you never know. You never know. All right, we got people coming in. Wow, Lexi's got 6. We got some 5s. All right, let's do the next one, Levi. Roll it in. We got to get up to 10. All right. And go. Whoa.
What the heck?
I think you hit it twice. Seen a doctor for anything. Has anybody been to the doctor? Has anybody had because actually, here's the deal, you guys. A lot of people actually are getting sick, but they're getting sick from there's also the regular flu going around right now, as well as really bad colds. So there are people going into the hospital for all kinds of stuff. Maybe some of you had an appointment for something. I don't know. Has anybody been into the hospital for anything, seeing the doctor? We got 6. We got some 7s. Ooh, Lexi's got some 7s. Man. Gracie's got a gecko. That's pretty sweet. A gecko. Yeah, William Schmicky's got a fish. See if anybody else commented on 4 dogs at Lexi's house. Oh, my word. 4 dogs. 4 dogs.
What the heck?
Stephanie said definitely. Come on, son, Gracie said nope. All right, let's move to the next one, Levi. All right, here we go. Completed a craft project. Has anybody been so bored? Because there's some really good YouTube channels. What's the one we do, Levi? It's called Art for Kids Hub. That is legit. It's a super cool dad who's an illustrator, and you go step by step, and you make these awesome drawings, and then you take time to color them in. We've done them a whole bunch at the house, and they rock. And there's a ton of stuff floating around on social media, great craft projects. So has anybody been doing that? Anybody made anything super cool? Holy cow, Lexi's up to 8. Yes. And actually, you guys, here, let me grab this. I don't know quite how we're going to get these to you, but if you win tonight on this game, I have got the Sour Bright Crawlers. Okay, got Sour Bright Crawlers. We've got Reese's Pieces. I've got Mike and Ike's Original Fruit. And the last one we've got is Milk Duds. So if you win tonight, we will find a way to bless you with some delicious, delicious candy. So here we go. Levi, let's go ahead and jump into the next one. Checked out a digital book from the library. And we can also say, like, if you have an e-reader at home, did you get a new book or iBooks on your iPhone or anything through Amazon, digital books, anything like that? Do we got anybody doing that? Ooh, we got some yums here. Lexi, you should text me the picture of your drawing. I'm really curious to see that. You've been working on it for 3 weeks. I would love to see that. So go ahead and text that to me. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see it. We got some people with 8. Man, you guys are all excited about the candy. All right. That's awesome. And honestly, with things shutting down even more, maybe some of you are going to be running out. You know, if you win this, you'll have another supply to keep you going. So we'll see. Janie says, no, this isn't fair. Sorry, Janie. You have to be doing more things. So, man, Schmicky's got 8. Lily's laughing at Janie. Tuck Everlasting, says Michaela. Lucky Turtle. An Audible book. Awesome. Yeah, I love Audible books. I love listening. And honestly, most of my reading I do on the Bible comes from listening in the car on my phone. I spend a lot more time. Who's got 9? Ooh, Michaela's got 9. Sweet. We're getting close. All right, let's do another one here. We're getting really close. Here we go. Next one. How many of you cooked a meal? That's got to be a lot of you. I mean, you're trying to fill time. You're used to your parents cooking for you.
Does it count as making cereal? Does making cereal count?
No, making cereal doesn't count. Levi says making cereal. That is not cooking. Cooking means something cannot be eaten in the form you pull it out of the box or out of the can. You have to do something to it, like cooking it or warming it or preparing it, not just pouring milk on top of it. So Gracie says, I have. Here's the thing. Janie said, I'm homeschooled and I don't get time off. For the rest of y'all, you guys have spring break this week, and the school is ready to hand out to you guys. You guys are all going to be homeschooled. Do you realize that? School's going to be coming to your home, and through May, you guys are all going to be homeschooled. That is awesome. Awesome. Oh, man, so good. I love this. Everybody is going to be homeschooled. Super cool.
What is a pizza pancake?
A pizza pancake? Is that what someone said?
Yeah.
Janie says, I've made pizza and pasta and all kinds of stuff. We got biscuits and gravy, mac and cheese, a grilled cheese sandwich. Who said a pizza what?
Chloe did. It just came up.
Pizza pancakes.
Can you explain a little bit more what that is?
Chloe, can you throw out, like, what do you put on a pizza pancake? Because that is really, really intriguing. I won't expose, but we got people saying, I don't think I can spend another moment with just my family. Yeah, Michaela, biscuits and gravy totally counts. Or caramel rolls. I mean, either of them. Like, that's legit. So I think we got Michaela as a winner. Does anybody else have 10? Jump on the chat here. Do you have 10? Lexi says, pizza pancakes are so good. What's wrong with you people? So basically, is it pizza, and then you've just, instead of the crust, you've got a pancake as your crust? Like you put pizza sauce, and you put sausage, or whatever your choice, pepperoni, whatever it is, and then cheese, and like, do you then like put it in the oven and like cook it then and warm it up? Or like, Lexi's got 10 too. Chloe Serber's got 10. Oh, man. Well, let's see. I've got 5 things of candy here. Grace got 10. All right, those are the first 10s that I'm seeing. So we're going to be sending stuff out to Michaela, to Lexi, to Chloe, and to Gracie. So if you guys want to go ahead and text me, you guys, so I don't forget. So text me direct to my phone, and we will go from there. Because that way I can get in contact with you guys to get an address or something to mail it out to you guys or whatever with that. So we'll make it happen. Lexi said pretty much yeah. So it's pretty much a pizza pancake is pretty much a pancake that you make. Then you take a pancake that's baked or fried or however you say it. And it's tomato sauce and your toppings and cheese. Man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That one's kind of interesting.
I'm gonna try it.
All right.
Here, so you make the batter.
Okay, so he says, no, you make the batter, then put pepperoni in it, and make the pancake like a griddle or something. Put sauce, cheese, and pepperoni on it.
Well, I'm trying that.
So you gotcha. But you put the pepperoni in the batter and fry it up. I guess that, yeah. I don't know. The thing is, so McDonald's has the McGriddle, and that's like, so you got your breakfast sandwich, you got sausage, and you got egg, and you got cheese, or you got bacon in it, and then it's got, for the biscuits, it's got, instead of that, it's got 2 McDonald's like McGriddle pancake toppings. I guess, sweet and savory, that kind of works.
What, tomato sauce?
Man, you know what we got to do, you guys? We need to, for a real bummer, we can't do this till next fall, but when we kick off youth group next fall, we need to have some of you come in early and help us make pizza pancakes, and we're going to have that for our meal that night. But we're going to need you guys' help. So keep that in mind. Let's do that because that would be really, really sweet. Cool. William Schmidtke says, you go, Levi. Levi's killing it in the back, running the screens like a boss.
I click one button the whole time.
So good. All right, let's jump back into we're going to do some songs, guys. We haven't sang together in a while. So let's go ahead and let's do a little bit of music together. Girls, remember to text me so I don't forget to give you guys your candy. We'll get that figured out. So here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into these songs. We're going to do a couple of them, guys. The first one we're going to do is Lion the Lamb, and then we're going to end with Build My Life. So, guys, go ahead and sing away. Sing loud. Let your whole house hear it. Make your parents wish that they could send you away, but they can't because you're quarantined with them. So here we go. I feel like I'm peeking stuff here. Here we go. He's coming on the clouds. Kings and kingdoms will bow down. stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Oh, who can stop the Lord? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Oh, who can stop the Lord Almighty? Oh, who can stop the Lord Almighty? Yeah, who can stop the Lord? Our God. 'Cause our God is a lion. He's the Lion of Judah. He's roaring with power and fighting our battles. Every knee will bow before him. Our God is the Lamb. He's the Lamb that was slain for the sin of the world. His blood breaks the chains. Every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Oh, every knee will bow before him. Oh, yeah, amen. All right. Let's do Build My Life. And worthy of every song we could ever sing, and worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, and worthy of every breath we could ever breathe, we live for you. And Jesus, the name above every other name. And Jesus, the only one who could ever save. And worthy of every breath we could ever breathe, we live for you. Oh, we live for you. Let's sing holy. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Jesus, and Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. And worthy of every breath we could ever breathe, we live for you. Oh, we live for you. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show on, guys. Awesome. Well, I'll tell you guys what. I just got a really, really short little devo I want to share with you guys tonight. And I will say, this has really been encouraging to see you guys jump on. And I've missed you guys. I know our leaders miss you guys a lot. And it's been really tough being off when we're supposed to be on. And just to say, I'm just really grateful that you guys jump on here and we're interacting together. This is so great. If you guys didn't hear already before we get going in, I do have a piece of bad news. If you guys didn't hear, District Blitz Conference, the one that was happening in Duluth in April, that has been canceled because all this mess with COVID and everything will not be cleaned up, and we won't be getting back to normal by the time that conference would have happened. It's only like 3 weeks away, and so they had to cancel that. So that is a super huge bummer. Super huge bummer. So anyways, but let's talk about some good stuff here. So we've been in the Gospel of John, you guys, and I actually shared, this is a devotional I have going up tomorrow with on our Calvary Church Walker Facebook page. It's also on our YouTube channel right now if you want to check it out. But it's we've been putting up these devotionals every single week, a couple a week, just to help encourage each other as we're going through this really weird time, and people are kind of stressed out, and people feel really, really anxious, and things are really, just a real bummer. And so, the one that I did, it's called "What Does It Mean to Be a Disciple?" And I'm going to read a couple passages, just short little scriptures here, guys, out of the Gospel of John, because we got some kind of interesting parallels going on here. So. In John here, we've already done these chapters in youth group, you guys. It's chapters 13 and 14. And if you guys remember, these are the chapters where Jesus is talking to the disciples, and he's given them some final instructions that he's knows is super important that he wants to talk to them about. Because he's about to go and be turned over to the religious leaders, betrayed by Judas, arrested. He's about to go on trial. He's about to be beaten. He's about to go to the cross. And he's about to die. And he knows that their lives are going to be turned upside down. And before that all goes down, he's got some important instructions to tell them. And I'll tell you guys, they were about to go in, right after these chapters, they were about to go into a time when their lives were all going to get turned upside down. They weren't going to know what the future held. And we look at the same thing. I mean, we don't know when school's coming back, you guys. We don't know when these quarantines are going to be raised. We don't know when our parents are going to be going back to jobs, and when stores are going to be reopening, and when the NBA and baseball and soccer and any other pro sport gets put back on the schedule again, and people get to go back to work. Like, it's wild to look at our world right now and to see that everything has changed. And so Jesus has some really, really, really important things to tell them here. And so here's the big idea for tonight. The big idea is, what does it mean to be a disciple? Because when Jesus eventually rises up into heaven, when he raises from the dead, and then he goes back up into heaven and he sends down the Holy Spirit, you guys, he gives a command to his disciples. They call it the Great Commission. And Jesus says to them, go throughout the whole world. And he says, make disciples of all people, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. He says, I will be with you always, even to the end of the age. Those are his last words he says as he goes up. And so if the last thing Jesus says is to go out and make disciples, we can't make disciples unless we are disciples. And the question is then tonight, what is a disciple? What does it mean to follow Jesus and to be like him, and to do what he says, and to be one of his followers? And you guys, we've read these before, but in the Gospel of John, chapter 13, starting in verse 35, Jesus says, your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. In order for us to be a disciple of Jesus, you guys, we're marked by the way in which we treat one another. Our love for each other, our respect towards one another, our patience with each other. Love is a really big encompassing word. It holds a lot of stuff. And actually, I could jump ahead here to the book of 1 Corinthians. I've read this to you guys before. It's called the love chapter. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, Paul lists here what love is. Love is patient. It's kind. It's not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It's not irritable, Has anybody been irritable last couple of weeks? Levi, have you been irritable the last couple of weeks? I know I probably have. I've been grouchy and irritable.
Yes, I have.
Levi said yes, he has. And it keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice in injustice, but rejoices when truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through all circumstances. That's what love is. So those are the things that we need to be giving to each other. Patience, kindness, self-control, forgiveness towards one another. These are the things that we're supposed to be giving away to each other. And if we do that, you guys, we're going to look really different than the rest of the world does. Because I'll tell you guys what, the rest of the world is freaking out right now. They are looking at the unknown and realizing that we're not in control. You guys, this has never happened in over 100 years in America. And to have it be on this global of a scale, you guys, where we can look and read the news and see the statistics of every single country, what their latest numbers are of people who have been infected, watching different countries around the world closing their borders, not letting people into their country, shutting down businesses. This is unprecedented, you guys. It's wild. And this is a time for the world to realize we're not in control anymore. But you guys, in the midst of that, we are called to be people who are loving, not people who are freaking out, not people who are being impatient with each other, grouchy with each other at home, sounding off with bad comments on Facebook or on Instagram, on Twitter, on Snapchat, wherever you're at on social media. Like, that's the world's going to be doing. They're going to be fighting and arguing, getting frustrated as this thing goes on farther. But the second thing, you guys, Jesus says is this. He says that if you love me, obey my commandments. Jesus says in order for you to love him, so we're to love each other, but we're also to love him. And the way in which we do that is by obeying him. And the reason why I pulled these two important love directions out, direction towards God, we love him, and directions toward each other, is because the greatest commandment Jesus gave was this: love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And he says the second is as important: love your neighbor as yourself. So we're supposed to love God, we're supposed to love others. We need to obey his commands, you guys. And his commands is to love him and love each other, to carry out that love towards one another, to walk our lives in a way in which he did, which was patient and kind and gentle, forgiving. You guys, Jesus goes to the cross and he tells his heavenly Father, Lord, would you forgive this world for their sins, for they know not what they're doing. I mean, he was casting out forgiveness towards the whole world, you guys, when the world was spitting on him, hated him, pushing him aside. That's when he loved him the most. But here's what I want to end with, you guys. So we've got love each other. We've got love God. These are the marks of what it means to be a follower of Jesus. But here's the second thing, and here's the encouraging thing I want to leave you guys with. Jesus says this to them: I'm leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. And you guys, that right there was for the disciples to hear, because they were going to go to a garden where Jesus was going to be praying. He was going to get arrested there. They were all going to scatter and they were all going to run, and they were all going to watch their leader be beaten, falsely accused, stuck up on a cross, and killed. And for 3 days he was going to be dead. They had a lot to be afraid of. They had a lot of things to be troubled over. And Jesus told them, I have a peace that I'm giving you that the world can't give, a peace that endures. And guys, Jesus rose again the third day. And all their troubles went away, and everything Jesus said was true, and it all came true. And their lives were forever changed. And so here's what I want to leave us with tonight, you guys, is that if we're going to be disciples of Jesus, if we're going to follow him and live out this Christian faith, you guys, this is an incredible opportunity that we have right now in the history of the world. A time when the world realizes we are not in control, and the only one who is in control must be someone who's greater than us. And guys, we serve that God. We love that God, and he loves us. If you call yourself a Christian tonight, you get to be under the King, and he loves you, and he's calling you to two important things: to live your life to love him, to glorify him, to make him known, to make him look good. And we do that, you guys, by loving each other, by doing what Paul said love is. Go back and read 1 Corinthians chapter 13, you guys. It tells you what love isn't, and it tells you what love is, and the importance of what it is. So guys, I encourage you tonight, wherever you guys are at, Maybe these last couple weeks have been really tough for you. Maybe you have been super ornery, super grouchy, super short. You've gotten into fights with your parents. You've been arguing with your siblings. Maybe you've been sounding off on people online. Maybe you've been the person who's received that kind of hurt from people online, bullying or someone being ornery or mean with you. And my hope that we would have you guys as people here as United, that we would be people through this time that we decide to say, you know what, we're going to be disciples of Jesus, and we're going to choose to love God, and we're going to choose to love others, and we're going to be what Paul has called us to do here, to be patient and kind and loving and generous, that we'd be slow to anger, that we would not be troubled, you guys, because I'll tell you what, here's the good news. In the end, the Bible says that Jesus will return to this broken world, and it says that in that time, every knee will bow in heaven and on earth, and every single tongue that's ever been created will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, you guys. Our God, Jesus, has won. He's already won this battle. He's already in control. If you were to die today and you're a Christian, you get to go be in glory with him. He's already defeated death. He's already defeated sin. He's already defeated brokenness. And we get to be a part of that awesome family, you guys. So I encourage you, in these next couple of weeks, we have even until April 10th is when the governor just put out a new thing today saying they're locking things down even more, wanting people to stay home more, closing down more stores, closing down more restaurants. Make a challenge that through April 10th, that you will be a person that is this, a person who would be looked at and said, there's something different about you, that you'd be acting like a disciple of Jesus. So thank you guys for being on. Let's close in prayer and let's call it a night. Jesus, we thank you so much for this night, for the opportunity we have through the power of technology and the internet for us to get online together, even though that this virus is keeping us at home and stopping us from meeting. Lord, we get to jump on here and we get to interact with each other. And I thank you for each and every student who chose to be on here tonight. It is such a blessing to me. And I hope a blessing to all of them as we get to just interact live together and have youth groups still. And so, Father, I pray for all the students who are on here tonight. Would you bless them, Lord? Would you help them through this tough time as school's been taken away, sports have been canceled, activities have been canceled, jobs are closed up. Nothing is normal. Nothing is the same, Father. And I just pray that you would help them each day as they get up to have something purposeful to do, that they would treat those in their home with love and respect, and that they would be a blessing on any social platform they find themselves on. Help us to be people of love. We love you and we thank you. And everybody said, I better see it on the chat, amen. Do we got that here? And it's really funny, you guys, because the chat in this live stream is actually a little bit delayed from when things are live. So I call for something, and then everything randomly shoots up. Do you want to jump on here and say hi?
I can't.
Why not?
'Cause it's not logged into YouTube. I can't.
You can jump on right here. We got to stay 6 feet apart, though. Do you want to come say hi?
No.
If you guys want Levi to jump on here and say hi, we're getting a bunch of amens. If you guys want Levi to jump in and say hi, I want everybody to chat on there, Levi with an exclamation point. If we get at least 5, will you jump on the chat?
Fine.
All right, we got to get 5. Can I get 5 people who are going to do that? Jump on the chat. Levi, exclamation point. Let's make it happen. Yeah, I like the amens. That's awesome. It's coming. This is funny. This delay is hilarious.
I know.
Uh,
I was watching your videos like 15 or 20 seconds behind. Like 10 or 15 seconds.
It was? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, I need to see this.
They're right here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's more coming. 4, 5. Oh, you know who was 5? Tim Kastenbauer.
Stupid.
Yeah, Tim Kastenbauer was 5. That's awesome. Well, you got a million of them. Levi, you better jump on here.
Wow.
I'm getting out of the way.
What?
All right, Levi's.
Everybody.
You gotta stand and look in front of the camera because they'll come up here at the
Your
beginning.
lights are bright.
All right, so what we need to do is Levi needs to dance. Okay, here we go.
What?
Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark
Oh
doo
my
doo 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 doo.
This is
Baby
stupid.
shark.
I have one last thing to say. Subscribe.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, you guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can keep you guys connected. And we'll be going live every single week, 7 p.m. here on the channel. Oh, this is so good. Here on the channel, and we'll, again, and also a couple other things, you guys. Make sure that you guys are checking us out on Instagram. It's United Student Min, M-I-N, United Student Min. Find us on there because we're posting on there now all the time. We're on Snapchat. United Students, I think it's United Students Walker is what we are on there. So, or United Student Ministries Walker. I think it's United Students Walker. So check us out on there. And until next time, we are sounding off. We'll see you guys next week, Wednesday night, 7 p.m., United, live on YouTube.
Peace out.
Peace out. And we need to end the stream. So I'm going to do this even cooler, okay? Are you guys ready for this? So it's going to be this really cool hat flip that I do, okay? You ready? So, 1, 2, 3, peace out.